Hi Resta,
Hi.
I want to ask you something.
Okay, go on.
Is it important for men to know how to certain things around the house? Why?
Okay. For me, of course, men should know how to do some heavy housework, like fixing household items such as um, pipe leaks, replacing empty gas, washing vehicles, and in my personal opinion, this is my favorite thing to do: change the old lamps or even repairing the roof. Because for some reason, these things is a bit too much for women. I know that there are some independent women out there, and I think it's really good, honestly. But if there's a man in a house, that kind of heavy responsibility should be handled by men. Due to most of them being less prone to panicking when something goes a bit off. Also, their raw power is greater than women. So I can't see why it is not important for men to know how to do some housework, especially the one who demands extra power. Yeah. Anything else?
Okay, number two is it important for women to know how to do certain things around the house? Why?
Okay. So basically, the same rules does apply here because in case the man in the house works day and night to get some money, women in the house needs to keep the house in one piece. For instance, like making bed, cook some food, washing dirty dishes, ironing clothes, etc. Based on my experience, I think women is suited for housework that demands precision and attention to detail because I don't know, but somehow their eyes is so much better than men. They could spot small details that men usually miss. However,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean because of women's better attention to detail, they should do all the housework alone without the help from men. So yeah, both of them are important. Okay,
Number
anything?
three, a newly couple find out that marriage isn't exactly what they expect. Do you agree with that? Explain it.
Uh, Yeah, I do agree with that. But to be honest, I think it's not all bad. I mean, when you're married, you have known each other for a long time, so that marriage happens to you. It seems like both of them is showing their true colors, both the good and the bad ones. I understand that everyone expects an eternally happy marriage, but hey, after all, both of them is different people that's legally able to live together. It means that they need to support each other because neither of them is perfect. For example, A and B is a new couple, A as the man and B as the woman. But recently, A discovered that B is a sloth when it comes to cleaning their house, whereas B know that A lacks motivation to find a job because he feels that his inheritance from his parents is more than enough for a lifetime. And A's strong point is cleaning the house, and B had a strong desire to make A better person because she knew that deep down inside him, he had a potential to be better. So we try to motivate him every day to the point that the tiger that's sleeping on A's heart awake and he starts to find it and being accepted. Whereas A begins to help B doing the housework on his free time. And eventually he is able to clean up their house. Not very often though, but he's heading to a good direction. Based on the example before, I think marriage is not all about happiness. Uh, a series of problems just right in front of you, and if you could survive by understanding each other's weakness and strength, the series of problems will be a light work to be solved. Yeah, of course you need some time to live with it, which is normal. But I believe as long as they work together well, uh, they could survive for a long time. Yeah.
Hmm. And the other question is, what things that men generally do but women don't often do?
Um. Yeah. It's quite tricky. Not gonna lie, but based from my experience, I think men generally take care of his vehicle better when compared to women, such as washing them when it's a bit dirty, changing the engine oil periodically, checking brake pads, you name it. Men generally pays more attention to these problems better than women. Maybe it is caused by men's better sense when it comes to vehicle. Honestly, no one knows the true answer, but yeah, based on my experience, this okay.
And what is that both men and women can do?
Sorry.
What things that both men and women can do?
Both men and women could do. I think, yeah, it's their housework. I mean, like the light ones such as cooking or cleaning the house, making their beds. Yeah, men and women didn't already did that.
And do you have a question for me?
Yeah, of course. I have a question for you too. Um, do you agree with Koji's statement and why?
Not agree. It depends on the person. I think maybe they can fix things, and some can cook. Maybe they can switch things up and not just do the stereotype that men must fix things and women must do cooking. Maybe out there is both person that can do. Men and women can do cooking and can do fixing.
Mm,
I hate when people just say that they make a stereotype about men just do fix things in the house and women just do cooking in the house. Like that.
uh, okay. And the next one is, do you agree with Carmen? Why?
Absolutely not. Why? Why you want to divorce just by a simple problem? It's just so stupid. They still can fix things. It's just so simple problem. Why you want to divorce? That's so stupid.
Uh, okay, that's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Um, the third question is, do you agree with Pablo? Could you explain why?
Absolutely, absolutely yes. I agree with Pablo because this is what I like. They should accept each other because that's the way marriage. You accept each other, and maybe when you not married yet, you don't know they what their what the inner what uh what real person they are. But when you marriage, you little by little you know them. I don't know. I just absolutely yes. I accept Pablo.
Okay. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Uh, the things that women generally do, but men don't often do.
Uh, they can do so many things at one time. Like they can cooking and carry a baby.
Oh,
That's too much for men. Like you cooking and you carry a baby. That's too much for me. I can't do that. But women
uh,
can do that.
yeah. So you meant that women is good at multitasking, eh?
Yeah, multitasking. That's right.
Ah, okay. So I have a last question for you. What things that both men and women do, according to you?
I agree with you at my question too. Uh,
Yeah.
we can do so many things. We can do cooking, the simple one, and cleaning the house. And it's just simple things that both and women can do. Is that?
Okay. Okay. Thanks for your time, Mario.
Yep.